How y'all doing? First of all, I got back from the Adrian Blues show, and it was an awesome show. Just to tell you all that first off, get a little positive shit going on. So, I didn't think I had to be talking about this again, but I think it's imperative that I discuss this because I brought it up, and therefore I should go ahead and fucking say what happened. Of course, the prequel to this is that somebody brought it up. Of course, they're dicks, whatever, that's fine. But I mean, it happened, and I feel incumbent upon myself to explain myself to my newer friends and the friends I have since the Podunk Polymath launched. And I feel it's important because I don't want anybody to think I'll hide anything, even though I've explained this several times in several places, but hey, whatever. So, the first Reason Con was approximately 2 years ago. Uh, let's see, April. April would have been 2 years ago, so yeah. Um, so yeah, 2 years ago, I went with Joe Kendick and Tucker, Drake, and I was not in a great place at the time. I was in a pretty bad place. Personally, I won't get into it because it's none of y'all's business, frankly. And I wouldn't want to bring up that person because they're not involved in it. So, yeah, I had a couple of panic attacks on the way there because of the situation I was going through in my personal life. So that wasn't a good sign to begin with. So, we got there, and as soon as we got there, well, there was the dinner like there was last time. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with this fucking Wi-Fi. Anyway, so things didn't start to get shitty until I got some vodka. Somebody gave me some vodka, and I basically drank like half the bottle. Me and hard liquor don't get along too well. I'll just say that. So, what happened afterwards? I don't really remember a whole lot of. It was Friday night. If anybody's been ReasonCon, that's the first night. What I do remember is accusing Dave Foda of rape because I saw him taking. Of course, I guess I need to explain who this person was. I had initially said I was going to have her on my show and have a feminist perspective or whatever. I won't say her name because it's not, it's not appropriate for me to do so. But I saw her being dragged out by Dave Foda, and I thought for some reason that she was being coerced against her will. Don't know why. I was being like uber protective, and in my drunken state, it was amplified a hundredfold. So, yeah, I saw her being hauled off, and I screamed at her friend. I was like, "Why are you letting her be in?" Fucking hauled off, and why aren't you doing anything? Again, I don't remember every fucking thing that happened, but I'm giving y'all everything I do remember. So, I accused Dave of rape. I remember getting right in his face and just yelling at him, and I have no clue what he said or anything. Of course, I'm sure he wasn't happy about it, but sorry, the shit keeps fucking pausing. You may not see it in the live feed. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So I remember there was a party in somebody's, I'm not going to say her name either because it's, whatever. But there was a party in another room, and everybody was in there, and I ended up in there, and I was drunk as shit, and apparently I spit some, and it was an accident. I didn't do it on purpose. I was laughing, and I like spit up beer, and somebody got pissed off, and I ended up screaming at somebody, and then, again, I'm not going to mention names because they don't deserve to get dragged into this. But apparently the cops were called. I don't remember that part. I remember being screamed at by somebody for fucking being an asshole, which I was several times. I may or may not have been overly aggressive with women. I don't know. I was told that maybe I was overly aggressive That's a possibility. Of course, when alcohol is involved, we know how that happens. So yes, Lewis, this was the Reason Con, not this one, but the one 2 years ago. So yeah, I did a lot of fucked up shit. I don't remember everything. So that's really everything I remember. I don't remember more than that. Now, what's interesting to me is the fact that people who weren't even there, or were there and weren't at, ReasonCon, but didn't have anything to do with it, are the ones that are fucking talking shit. All they hear is from other people. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, most of those motherfuckers are drunk too. They don't fucking know. They don't know what the fuck. God damn it, did it again. Anyway, they don't know what happened either. Okay? They don't. They weren't even there, so they don't know. But they're the ones that talk shit the most, are the motherfuckers who weren't even there. Let me tell you something. After that shit happened, and after people started talking shit, man, that shit blew up everywhere. I swear to God, Dave had a thread on his page. I have never seen a thread so long in my life. It went on forever. I was burned at the stake. The witch hunt was on. The sharks were That's why I have a heart. That's why even to this day, when I see people like doing this to other people, regardless of what they've done, if they're people that I care about or people that just said something maybe that wasn't that, was kind of people will pile on. They will see somebody, it's like I said, sharks circling. It's like they see a weak person going and they just get right on it. Usually it's on public feeds. And when they can tell that somebody said something that probably wasn't the best thing to say, they just jump right on that goddamn shit. They just don't even wait. And it's like they're demonstrating their purity or demonstrating how awesome they are because, whoever this person was doesn't conform to whatever fucking code. And people are assholes. I'm not going to say they're not, but sometimes people suck. Sometimes people say shit, and they just, whatever. They say it incorrectly or they have a moment or whatever. And people just fucking jump all over them. I mean, it's just disgusting to me. That's why I try not to do that unless it's somebody that, is clearly being an asshole. Now, that brings me to where just came up just now recently. Even now I'm not going to say names because y'all probably know who it is anyway because I already told y'all. But somebody decided they were going to bring the shit back up again, even though it had nothing to do with anything that was being talked about. All of a sudden they want to talk about me being a rape person or accusing somebody of rape. Which, again, I have said several times, which I have mentioned and talked about several times throughout the last 2 years. But apparently, it's still it's a red herring is really what it was. To throw, to fucking basically absolve, throw people off the scent of what the real conversation was about, which is you being a dickhead. So they used that as an excuse to fucking impugn my character, even though it had nothing to do with the conversation. It's a common ploy. I don't know if it's red herring or ad hom or I don't know. I'm not a logic expert, but it was pretty fucked up regardless. Anyway, so these persons, I don't give two fucks about, to be honest. But it popped up in a friend's feed. And, and I got angry. Actually, okay, let me back up a little bit. I got into a conversation on my Podunk Polymath page about, I'm not even still going to mention the person's name, even though it's public. It keeps pausing. A friend of mine put something out that I liked, and I shared it, and I made a comment about it. And it was public, so anybody could see it. This person decided they were going to talk shit. And that's, we had a whole big argument whenever this person's a prick. So, that's kind of where it originated from. And then I'm trying to remember. They said something about something else. God damn, who the fuck is this person? They said something about this person that's a friend of mine posted about something else, and inexplicably, okay, I commented on it, and from out of nowhere, somewhere, I mean, this person was in the thread. Some person was in the thread. It wasn't the same person who was talking shit on the other one. And we started talking about I'm like, wait a minute, are you talking about the shit that happened 2 years ago? And who the fuck are you? I'm sorry. Do I know you, motherfucker? Basically, it was somebody who I never met in my life, or I never seen anywhere, and they were talking shit about me. And I'm like, okay, who the fuck are you? And I'm like, are you talking some shit that happened 2 years ago? And that's where the whole thing with Dave. I said, look, man, even Dave is over this shit, and I'm the one he's the one I talk shit to, accuse him of rape. Well, I don't care. So apparently, anytime ever if you do anything wrong, then it's just, you're fucked forever. You can never do anything ever wrong and then you're ever absolved of it. So, yeah. So I mean, that's pretty much it. That's the reason I called this last ReasonCon Redemption, was because I was trying to redeem myself from the last one, and you can make your own judgments if you were there. If you were there. I'm sorry, I had to fucking emphasize that, because some motherfuckers want to act like they know what happened when their asses weren't there. Okay. So, if you don't think I may have Luis Mendez, I was kind of an ass too, and I apologize for that. And we talked about that already. I was a little bit of a dick. So, to him, but I was being I beat a dead horse. I keep using the same joke over and over again, and sometimes people don't realize I'm a dick, and they have to be told later on. But anyway, so this last ReasonCon, I think I redeemed. Well, if you didn't know what happened, then there was no redemption involved. But I really had fun. Really enjoyed myself. I love meeting all the people, and I got a lot of warm feelings out of it. I mean, that's a little cheesy, but pause this one more motherfucking time. Anyway, so I guess that's it. If y'all have any questions, you of course can PM me if y'all want to. I'm never shy about answering things. The whole reason this got brought up is because apparently I'm not allowed to fucking judge, talk about an issue anybody brings up because of this one incident, and therefore anything else I say is invalidated, and I am not allowed to have any opinions, and I'm not allowed to ever live it down. So, and to those people who brought it up, generally I would say, okay, fair enough, but they were clearly trying to be dicks and trying to divert the issue at hand. So to them, I give a hearty, go fuck yourself, okay? And they know who they are, but they're not on my friends list. But anybody who's a mole can go tell them from me, go fuck yourself and get a life. Okay. Hey. What? Why do we drive on a park range? Because English is weird? I don't know. Anyway, like I said, if any of y'all want to ask me anything about the situation, let me know. So, yeah, like I said, as far as this thing goes, I'm fucking over it. If you're not over it after 2 years, you need to get your head examined. That's all I'm saying. All right, enough of me rambling. Y'all take it easy, okay?